Hello, beautiful people. We're back from Savannah, Georgia, the CHD second annual Rise and Resist conference. My name is Amanda Forbes. I'm pretty pumped to be on here today and talk about the conference, but more importantly, clear some things up about the new film that we dropped on the 5th of November, The Big Picture, Life Inside the Control Grid. We've been having a couple people that have been having some issues trying to get on it and understand. And I totally understand that. I am technologically illiterate, so I'm going to try to walk you through it as best as I can. But for those of you that don't know, Todd Michael Harris and Children's Health Defence Canada and I teamed up to create a film that kind of took on a whole role of its own. And next time I come on here, I'm going to have him on here to do a lot of the talking about this movie because he's an absolute genius. This man writes, directs, he plays the music in the movies. He's like the triple threat of Canadian filmmakers right now, of truth, integrity, ethics, and morals. So I couldn't be more excited to work with him or call him my friend. Amazing. So this is our film. And you may know Todd from other films such as Uninformed Consent and Love in the Time of COVID, which you can find over at matadorfilms.ca. But that's not why we're here today. We're going to talk about this one. I also want to talk a little bit about Savannah, Georgia, the Children's Health Defense Conference. Just so invigorating to be around a group of such positive, inspiring, uplifting people that only want to change the world. And I am so proud to be one of those people. I actually took both of my kids this year because now they're both homeschooled. And, you know, my thought behind that was if I don't teach them how to fight the next go round, they're not going to have a chance. I can't do this for them forever. They need to learn from the best. And that was an absolute stellar way to open their eyes. And, you know, my oldest came home and she said, "Mom, I don't feel alone anymore. I thought maybe everybody thought you were crazy, but there are so many people out there and they understand what's going on and they can see the big picture, you know?" So that really hit me in the heart. And I think she's started on her path of truth and integrity and ethics and holding corrupt entities accountable. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you all. Yeah. So again, people over profits, truth over lies, courage over fears. We rise, we resist. Another thing I wanted to tell you about was a new initiative from Children's Health Defense called Reform Pharma Now. And you can find them on reformpharmanow.org. And you can also find them on Facebook and Instagram. It's a new initiative, like I said, from CHD to systemically remove big P, and I'm going to say P so that we don't get pulled off, corruption and restore healthcare integrity. And that is something I think we can all get behind. So I just wanted to let you all know about that. Again, reformpharmanow.org on Instagram, Facebook, and all of the other social media sites that we know they're trying to keep people from seeing. Sorry. Okay. So now we've talked about the conference, which again, amazing. Lawyers, doctors, whistleblowers, you know, GMO experts, organic farmers, everyone with their eyes wide open and just a breath of fresh air. Anyways, so more on that later because I've got a whole bunch of new initiatives that are ready to take off and hopefully blow your minds. But for now, let's talk about the movie. The Big Picture. So a lot of you have reached out and some of you are having trouble trying to find it and you know, upload it or whatever. We have had phenomenal feedback. I can't thank all of you enough for your feedback. I'm hoping that we can get a comment section on our website. I'm not technologically inclined. So, I mean, This is my first go round at anything like this, and I hope you love it. I want to show you all my why, because a lot of you, I'm not a lot of you, I'm sorry. Some of you have posted some really rude comments that, as much as I don't want to acknowledge, I'm going to acknowledge. This is my why, okay? So a lot of you know my youngest was vaccine injured by the DTaP vaccine, and we almost lost her. But this is my dad. He is a Canadian Hall of Fame fastball player. He has played for Canada. He has won gold all over the world, okay? 6'4", 300 pounds of muscle. Awesome. I don't know if you can see this. Sorry, I apologize, you guys, but the big Pfizer took him out. And instead of getting even more angry because this took place yet again, I got productive. And I think I learned that the first time around was there's no point in getting angry when you can utilize that for good for others. So that's what I set to work to do. I found Todd. I contacted Todd. We put our brains together to come up with a way to teach people about how this has happened throughout the course of the last 100 and so years, and how we as a collective of people, of good people, have been had. And you know what? I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, and I'm okay with that. It's okay. You're on your own journey. You'll see things when it's time. But just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not taking place, and doesn't mean it's not happening, because it is. So if I can save just one of those people, then I've done my job. My dad's still alive today because of the people out there who shared their stories and, came forward. I knew to get him out before they killed him. I knew, and I did. So anyways, without further ado, this is our movie, The Big Picture, Life Inside the Control Grid. It came out November 5th. It stars people like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Catherine Austin Fitts, Robert Malone, Pierre Corey, Paul Thomas, Dr. Byron Bridle, Roshane Killian, and so many more, you guys. It was such divine timing, and it came together so organically. I'm just thrilled beyond thrilled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to share my screen here, and I'm going to show you the trailer before I show you how to get through the website. So you have to go to bigpicture.com. So you're going to go to bigpicturemovie.com. I haven't done a live in so long, so I'm so bad at this. I am so sorry, you guys. But stick around, stay with me. I promise I'll get all that nattering out and be done soon. Bigpicturemovie.com. Okay, and you can see the trailer here. So I'm going to see if I can get this up and running for you to see. Let's see here. Present video file. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I told you I am so bad at this, you guys. So bad. All right. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to play this for you, and hopefully this works. If not, sorry. Here we go. I'm going to share that. We're going to do this. I'm going to add this in, and let's see if this works. Hope you like it.
In 2016, I found myself pacing back and forth in this small little jail cell in solitary confinement, wondering, how the heck did I get here? When you start putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, you see a real interesting story that emerges, an unbelievable story, really.
911 emergency, inquire, please fire an ambulance. Yes, my son's not breathing.
You're in a dark room. You back into the light switch, and you can never unsee what you're seeing. We were told they destroyed the World Trade Center, but In the years after that, Islamic terrorism was killing fewer Americans every year than lightning. And it's hard to kind of mobilize an entire defense structure against, something that really does not affect most Americans, threaten them in their homes. Vaccines now are the spear tip of the biosecurity agendas.
I mean, you take these vaccines, we feel there's been over a 20-to-1 return. So if you just look at the economic benefits, that's a pretty strong number compared to anything else.
He calls what he does philanthrocapitalism. You use philanthropy to make yourself richer. To give yourself control over humanity.
First, we've got population. We could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
There is no doubt that we are experiencing a depopulation, and that is a plan.
We've got to stabilize the population.
What's wrong with the population? I mean,
We're too many people.
If you cannot achieve a balanced budget with the retirement system, you've got to lower life expectancy, and that's what's happening.
Today, the greatest risk of global catastrophe doesn't look like this. It looks like this.
If your enemy is a germ, you have something that can get into everybody's homes and kill you. And if you're told constantly, be frightened of this, be fearful, this stuff is coming to get you, it's easy to manipulate that kind of fear and to disable people's capacity for critical thinking.
I think there are two parts to it. One is the shift of money up to the 1% and really control people's lives. When people come to realize that COVID-19 is just a cover under which these things have been brought in, it causes a type of friction in their brains. They just can't accept that.
We are using the federal credit, the Treasury, and the central bank to centralize control. Digital technology gives them the ability to control centrally in such an invasive way that what I described, their goal is slavery.
When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID. Embedded in his hand is a microchip.
And that's the beginning of surveillance. So it'll be like China. Or it could be digital money. If you don't do what you're told, you can't put food on the table. And if you're good, you get rewarded. That's what the reset's all about.
For this whole tumult of COVID rising up and bringing together so many activists who are aware of, say, whether it be environmental issues, whether it be GMO foods, whether it be medicine, whether it be the corruption in government. We see it was through the medical industry, but now we see that there's a bigger picture looming.
We live on a planet where we're not allowed to know how the governance system at the top works. One of the most important things we need to protect our freedoms is to understand how the control grid is being built and stop it. And the best way to stop it is each one of us backs out of the control grid. They don't view us as the same species as them. They don't think of themselves as part of our civilization anymore.
I hope that worked, and I hope you could see it. Yeah, so we are so excited to bring you this film. I just want to say, for the people saying, I won't watch it because, there is no virus. This is not why we made the film. This film is not about a virus. This is not about the argument on whether there is a virus or not. Like I said, everybody's got their journey. Everyone will get there in due time. It's just a matter of opening your mind and your heart and following the information, but you have to be ready for that information too. So, okay. So what I wanted to do, I was going to show you guys. So the computer version first, I guess we'll do that. I'm going to share my screen again and we'll go through that and I'll take you through. Let's see here. We'll share that. We'll go in here. Okay, so we're going to go up to the top here. So you've got the big picture life inside the control grid 6-episode docu-series. Now I am going to tell you we are charging $25 to watch this film. And the reason we are doing that is because we put our blood, sweat, and tears and our own money personally into it for over a year. We are just trying to recoup a couple of the costs that we have incurred. The goal of this film was to originally put it out for free. However, not everything works in that favor all of the time. So as much as it irritates me that we couldn't do it, it will be out for free at some point. So for those of you that don't want to pay, don't watch it. Or you know what, go halves, because once you purchase this film, you have lifetime access to this. Okay, so you can watch it anytime you want. You can go over to someone's house and sign in and watch it anywhere you want. It's just that simple. I mean, you're spending more than that at the movie theater for an hour and a half. In our movie, you're getting 6 episodes. You're getting almost 6 hours of content, and there's so much more to come, you know? So I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive us for charging money on this. I know we're not trying to exploit anybody, but we all have families too. And we do want the truth out there, and we do want to be able to bring you more truth and more content, you know, we want to create meaningful films in pursuit of bringing truth, awareness, and healing to our society. So I hope you will, you know, give us a break there. Okay, so you're going to go in here, click to watch. If you've already purchased the film, you can go up to the login and just put in your email and password, and you have access to all 6 episodes. If you haven't purchased the film yet, you can go here to click to watch. Okay. I'm certain this is going to be slow now. Okay. So up here, you can go in again, you watch the big picture. You can go to sign up. Okay. Click on sign up. You will put in your first name, last name, email, create a password, and then sign in. Okay. I've already got it. I'm not going to put my stuff in here because, yeah, good to go. And that's that. If you want to, if you're feeling generous, you can go into the donor page as well, you know, and down here you'll find the e-transfer that you can send in a donation to help us with our content and help make more awesome content that is going to wake a lot of people up. So I hope you'll consider helping us as well. Okay, you can go into producer bios. I know the setup with the computer and the phones are different. There's Todd, there I am. Executive producers, Polly, Tommy of Vaxxed and Vaxxed 2, as well as Mary Holland, the president and general counsel of CHD. They're amazing, amazing women, and, you know, they're wonderful friends of mine. So yeah, they're a big part of this film as well. So I'm going to stop sharing here. I think you get it with regards to the computer version. I'm going to kind of go through this one here on my phone with you, okay? Because, so again, you go to bigpicturemovie.com and you've got the teaser and the synopsis. Our disclaimer is down here with regards to it's not a film about a virus. It's about educational material. Okay. So on the phone, it's a bit different, and it screws me up because it's this thing here. So you can click to watch now, or you go here. Okay. And you can click watch the big picture if you've signed in, donors, producer bios, or account. And I believe if you've already signed in, you can go to your account. And then, hold on. We'll just sign in really quick here so you can see what comes up. Then this comes up. It says, hi. Yes, I bought my own film because, you know, I like to support myself and Todd. Digital products. You go in here. And you can go to, oh, sorry, let me just get in here. View. Okay. This will come up. So I know this is confusing. Scroll. And all of the episodes are there and they're all unlocked. Okay. So you can now start watching. I don't know, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you're good to go. Okay. So I hope this helps you guys. I know it's been a bit confusing, and like I said, this is our first crack at the can here in Canada, and I hope you love it as much as we love it. It's had phenomenal reviews from countries all over the world already, and a lot of binge watching. That's a lot of the comments we've been getting. So thank you all so much. I know I probably shouldn't address this one either, but I'm going to because it's annoying. You know, when you put out these films, you're subject to a lot of criticism and judgment and whatnot. And, you know, just because you put out a film doesn't automatically put you in this weird, you're an elite, or, you know, you're part of the Hollywood, whatever, conspiracy stuff, which, you know, I know all about it. The intentions I have are pure. The intentions Todd have are pure. The intentions of Children's Health Defence Canada are 100% pure. If we can't help these kids, if we can't wake up the people, I don't want to know what the world looks like for my kids go forward, you know, or my friends or my family. I want to fight tooth and nail to make sure this corruption is over in our government, in our education systems. We need to reform the pharma. That was very Canadian. I'm sorry. You know, and on and on and on. It just doesn't stop. And each and every one of us are so important to this fight, whether we agree with one person's view or not. Each person is a stepping stone. Each step is to the next level of awareness. And we need to start embracing the different levels of that and stop judging people for their work, especially when a lot of people just sit behind a computer screen and don't throw any action into it. They don't walk their talk. And I guess that's all I wanted to say on that, because, you know, I've been out here boots on the ground since 2014. And there's nothing I wouldn't do to save my kids and your kids and whoever is feeling the injustice of the corruption that's going on. So I'm sending love to you all. I hope you'll watch our movie. I hope you'll love it as much as I love it. And I hope you will leave comments and reviews for us so we can put those up and, you know, share that with the world. But until then, I'll talk to you again soon. Sending love, you guys. Again, sorry, bigpicturemovie.com. That's where you can find us. Love you guys.